Now, that road has been filled with many twists and turns this week for the Republican field. In a moment, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin will be here to talk about the latest 2012 developments. But first tonight, the so-called feud between former House Speaker Newt Gingrich and Congressman Paul Ryan appears to have been resolved. Now, Speaker Gingrich called the congressman yesterday, and he apologized for seemingly referring to Ryan's Medicare plan as, quote, right-wing social engineering. Take a look.
I made a mistake. And I called Paul Ryan today, who's a very close personal friend, and I said that. The fact is that I have supported what Ryan's tried to do on the budget. The fact is that my newsletter strongly praised the budget when he brought it out. And the budget vote is one that I'm happy to say I would have voted for, I will defend, and I would be glad to answer any Democrat who attempts to distort what I said.
Now, meanwhile, a lot of attention is being paid to some Republicans who have yet to throw their hat into the race. It is believed that Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann and Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels are just weeks, if not days, away from revealing their intentions for 2012. And as they weigh the possibility of a run for the White House, there is word that Texas Governor Rick Perry, well, he's also testing the waters. Now, this news comes after both Donald Trump and Mike Huckabee announced that they will not challenge President Obama next year. But one name that is still very much on the radar when it comes to 2012, well, is that of my next guest. She is former Alaska Governor, Fox News contributor Sarah Palin. Governor, welcome back to the program. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Sean. It's my pleasure.
You know, as I was watching the speaker on Meet the Press this week, and former Speaker Gingrich, my thoughts went to you because there was a lot of gotcha. And a lot of these things, in 1993 you said this, today you said, the other day you said this. I don't know if you had a chance to see the whole interview, but I just was comparing that to 2008. Is there going to be a different standard?
There's got to be the preparation on all the candidates' parts for those gotchas. That's what the lamestream media is known for nowadays, is the gotcha trip-up questions, and just have to be prepared for it and overcome it.
What did you think about the term right-wing social engineering and then his apology to Paul Ryan? Does that put that to rest in your mind?
I don't know why politicians feel that they have to apologize for something that they said just because they've gone through a 24-hour cycle of the lamestream media giving them a hard time for something that they said. A politician either believes in what they just said in an interview or they don't believe in what they just said. And if Newt Gingrich believes that it's right-wing social engineering to undo Obamacare and reform Medicare to make sure that we provide a safety net for our seniors who are going to need health care coverage, then say so. But don't apologize later just because the media is dinged you on what it is that you said. I do believe that Newt Gingrich is terribly wrong on his assessment of Representative Ryan's plan. It's a good, fiscally sound and courageous plan, and it's not all just about Medicare. We have to make sure that we're understanding that Ryan's budget is a big difference as opposed to the Obama budget, which, of course, has us on the road to bankruptcy. Paul Ryan's plan saves us $1.2 billion every single day over a decade as compared to Obama's big spending, government overreach, more indebtedness plan that he's got us on.
I'm not sure if he was apologizing because the media was attacking him as much as he said, because I did interview him on Monday and I talked to him about it. And he would say, well, what I'm saying is we need to take that plan and we've got to make sure the American people are on board, maybe find ways to improve it. But he definitely sees the need and has called for the need to reform Medicare. I mean, that's something that he said for a number of years. And I'm not putting up a defense for him, but if he apologizes because he didn't articulate it the way he wanted to and people are offended by it, is then an apology appropriate at that point?
No, I'm saying that we should ignore the lamestream leftist media's criticism of what it is that we say in an interview. If we believe what it is that we say, don't let them, in a 24-hour news cycle, make us change our positions. And it sounded pretty clear to me that Newt Gingrich's position, because he articulated this, was that Paul Ryan's plan would be social engineering, and he didn't like it. So I believe that he made the apology because the media dinged him on it. Would he have made the apology otherwise? I don't know. I'm just saying, come on, fiscal conservatives, let's stay strong and principled and not disappoint the electorate so that they have a true choice coming into this election who it is that they are going to choose to allow to surface to lead this great nation. Don't let the mainstream media dictate what the debate is going to be about.
All right.